All right, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Am I coming out of one speaker or two speakers? Only coming out of one. God damn it. All right, guys. Well, we're just going to have to tough it out for the rest of the stream, and I'll figure it out tomorrow. I don't know what happened. My software got all messed up all on its own. I didn't change a thing. Now we should be coming out of two speakers. Two speakers. Two speakers at once. Okay, so essentially what we're looking at here this morning is I'm expecting chop, obviously, for the first half an hour, hour of the day. Why? Because we opened inside the previous day's range. We opened inside the middle of a balancing area. We also opened, I didn't quite get a chance to see. Okay, we opened just above the spike from yesterday. So that is slightly less bearish to see. That's sort of neutral. We did have the overnight come down and perfectly test the balance area low. So balance areas are the one time where it does count if the overnight does it. So this to me does count as a good test of the balance area low. Generally, if we find support at the balance area low, we turn around and head right to the opposite end of balance. We were talking about this yesterday. It's a little bit difficult to call an exact balance area high. We didn't really spend enough time bouncing around in here to have it. My guess is today when I was looking at it, I was looking at, the bottom of this node, top of this node, top of this node, top of this node, top of this node. And I was just thinking that feels like an area that could be the balance area high, but it could just as easily be this area too. Which is pretty much right where we just went to. So as far as the balance rules being in play, I would have pretty much said guaranteed to get to there, but now we did that. And then still some probability that if that's the balance area high, we have to head up to there. But then we will look for resistance around that area. But being that we tested the balance area low, we don't need to go lower to test it. So I am looking for support today inside this area where the overnight made this massive node of volume and time, which was right about at yesterday's low. So I do suspect we'll find some support if we trade down into there today around 44.75-ish, and then looking for a push higher. But once you're inside a balance area, the market can go either way. It's hard to have specific... to be able to guess ahead of time which way it's going to go. And so adding all of that together with the fact that we opened inside the previous day's range just made me think we're going to have some chop. So I'm going to wait it out and see what the market does. Please smash that like button despite the fact that I let everyone down this morning by having some technical diffs. Scooball, what do you think about a bigger balancing area for the double top? Yeah, no, that's fair as well. I would call that more of like a balance area over the weeklies. You know what I mean? But absolutely. Created a balance area low, headed back up, tested the balance area high. That would indicate we need to head back down to the low. Or really, you would still call the same area the balance area low. You'd still look at this area. So this would be another look below and fail that you target to head back up to the opposite end. Just as well to consider this the balance area and then look for a breakout there, which would be the same signal. All right, so if we can get above this node right here that we're pushing into right now, the 4518 area, if we can get above there, come back down and find support, I would be looking for a long trade for continuation to the upside. That was the other thing I forgot to mention. The overnight inventory was 100% balanced today. We literally closed exactly at the same level we opened. So the ticks immediately pushing higher is a sign of buyers stepping in this morning. New buyers. Good morning, Philip, MK, Donkey, Dean, Jimmy in the house, Ocean Blue. Top Gaming on Zuba. Good morning to you. Welcome. I don't know what that is, but congratulations. You sound like you're good at it. Trading Donkey, the Fed called an emergency meeting for Monday the 14th, meaning they're going to insert an unexpected 25 basis points hike this month so they can get to 50 total in March. That's a very specific, you know exactly what they're going to do. Let's wait and see. Amir, James, Am Gossel, Scooball, Ron, Lahab. Good morning to all of you. Welcome. Rev is with us. Laser Eye. MK. Big Ray. Jeff. Ashik. Man, there's a lot of people in the chat this morning. I gotta mess up the sound more often. got some early morning participation here. J Trader, you spilled coffee on your software? No, this time I legitimately did nothing. I turned on my computer like every other day. All right, so we're starting to get support in this node right here. Can they hold it up here and poke above that level I've marked as the balance area high? Or do they pull back down towards the overnight high, looking for support at the halfback, 45.06? Do have a level with only 170 contracts here that needs backfilling. So it makes sense for the market to come find some support and then stab at it. Jose, good morning to you. Mick Stockster in the house. Good to see you. And good morning, TV. Would I buy support at 45.06? No. Unless once we got there, like I wouldn't put in an order right now for it. But yeah, if we got there and I saw the support coming in, I'd buy it. But we're still kind of in chop zone, right? Opening inside the previous day's range. The market hasn't really picked a direction yet. For that, we want to see it break out, come back down, and find support. Then we know. For shizzle. But like I said, I don't think we're going to go below this area here, below yesterday's low. I feel like the overnight did the heavy lifting there. So it would make sense we test the balance area high. Trading Donkey, I just sold everything. You mean like day trades wise, or you just sold everything you owned? Donkey, everything I own. Well, if you sold everything you own, you should buy some ether. Okay, so once again, we got this level that needs to backfill a little bit, and we should find some support right around 06. We got the half back there. We got this node of volume from from earlier this morning, and we got the overnight high. So plenty of reason for buyers to step in right in here. Let's see what we get. Trading Donkey, I haven't seen any news stories on the Monday emergency meeting, and I don't see how the market's ready for this. Yeah, I mean, so you're assuming your source is correct. What if the reason there's no news on it is because it's not happening? Oh, well, if it's from the Federal Reserve's website, it must be legit. All right, so we did not find any support around the overnight high. So the chop continues. If we do start to trade back below the lows, yeah, I'd pretty much say let's look to this 75-80 area for support. Chop suey, Chop City out there. Jimmy Woo, 3 p.m. today, the Fed releases their purchasing schedule. Yeah, I don't know why they're still purchasing. Definitely need to get the taper going here. J Trader, that's a wide chop. Yeah, I mean it's really not though compared to yesterday's range, right? I mean, we're just kind of grinding around inside yesterday's range. So it's just highly volatile times. But that's still just morning chop. Price discovery. And like I said, if the low fails here at 92, look towards 75 to 78 for support. We could also look at it as a failure to break out of balance area high, which targets the balance area low. But just still feels like price exploration. They're trying to figure out where they're going. Yep, the Discord is only available for members of the Brigade. But you only have to sign up and you get lifetime membership. So if you join, you pay the $10 to get the membership. You're on the Discord for life. You can instantly cancel. It only ever costs you $10. Jason, exactly. It's $10. If somebody out there saw that announcement that TD posted from the Fed this morning and thought, I'm going to go flat on my long positions, he may have just saved them a lot more than $10, or vice versa. Rev, yep, $10 a month. But like I said, the Discord you get forever if you just sign up for 1 month. Trading Donkey, what are you talking about? You went long when I put up the bullish banner. When? I don't remember what you're talking about, Donkey. I don't remember being wrong yesterday. If I was, it would have been first thing in the morning. But I made a killing yesterday. The Wimkoff? Oh, are you looking for similarities? Yeah, those two do look very similar. Well, we'll know that's going to play out if we break the lower end of balance. Right, if we come back down here to the 56 level and we don't find support like we have the last few times, if we get continuation lower, we'll know we've got further downside continuation ahead. But as long as we're inside the balance area, it could go either way. Sorry to disappoint, Amir. Dean, the Russell is easier to trade today versus the ES. Why is it trending? I wouldn't call that any easier. That's still just chop. Choppity Chopsville. It looks like the Russell just back tested its balance and actually found support near the high. So that's bullish. All right. Well, we're clearly getting rejected off the 20 moving average on the 15-minute candles for both indices. So if just those little bots are enough to push the market down, there is not enough strength for continuation higher here. So I am looking for a pullback down towards 44.76, looking for buyers in there in this node of volume we created from the overnight. If that fails as well, the target becomes the opposite end of balance, 44.5650. They can't do it, Captain. They just don't have the power. Just don't have the buyers. So this bearishness is just very short term, like I say. I think there's support waiting at 76. Screwball, do you still think that the sticks are less important to watch than 15-minute average on SQ? I assume you mean ticks. I'm not really sure how to answer that question. Yeah, I'm not really sure what you're asking. Can you rephrase that, Screwball? Are the ticks more important than the 15-minute average? John Q, so is the range right now between prior low and prior close? Yes, but it's not because of the close. I mean, it's not because of the low, it's because of the overnight, because of how much time and volume they put in there. So essentially, the idea being they went down and they tested the balance area low. They instantly found support. Let's just expand it out. So they went down there, they tested the balance area low, they instantly found support, and then they did battle in here to confirm. Was that enough? Was that all we needed? Are we sure we don't want to dip back down there one more time and see if we can take it lower? Nope, we're good. And then they brought it back up. So to me, this area should be good, strong support now. They already had the debate in the overnight, is the idea. All right, so I'm looking for resistance here around the halfback for another push lower. They have the ticks, though. They have the buyers at the moment. Fuck, I hate being wrong 2 days in a row. Oh, Screwball, I see what you're saying. No, no, like I said, it's the reason I'm choosing to keep my screens set up the way they are as opposed to putting the ticks here is I don't want to look at the ticks all day. If this is up on my screen all day every day, my eyeballs will never be able to look away, and then I'll get lots of mixed signals because they bounce so much. They're constantly moving up and down and up and down and up and down. And so I don't want to be distracted by that. That's why I keep just the profile as what I'm looking at, so that I'm staying laser focused on the things that I want to be laser focused on, which is price, time, and volume. How much time is the market spending at a particular price level, and how much volume is it bringing in? That's all I want to think about all day long. Now, once I see a setup, once I think I see what's happening, I think right now we're getting resistance at the halfback to take another stab at the lows, because I see bad taper at the low, and I saw a lack of buyers wanting to participate down there. So the market profile is giving me this is shortable for a pushback down to the low vibe. So then, only then, once I've developed a opinion based on time, price, and volume, do I then look over at the ticks to see, am I getting confirmation of that? So in this particular case, no, I'm not, because the ticks are above the zero line. So that's telling me that maybe they want to break through this resistance. So I'm not going to enter a short trade, right? But if I had that tick up here all day, I might not have even noticed the resistance because I'd be looking at the tick and I'd be like, it's going to break out. It's going to break out. I'd be ignoring time and price and volume and focused instead on the tick. And so that's why I have it set up the way I do. I want to not look at it all day. I want to have to specifically decide to see what's happening with the tick. Then it catches my attention and not vice versa. Speaking of which, final moment of truth. We're either going to get this resistance and get a push lower, or we're not. So this is the moment we need to get that push lower. Need to get them ticks slapped down below the zero line. Or I am just flat out wrong. Ocean Blue, did you guys purchase the new e-course? Thank you for the hype. Appreciate it, brother. But I'm not actually officially launching that till Monday. I want to let the Brigade members try it out over the weekend before I start to promote that on here. But yes, thank you so much for the hype. All right, well, I'm wrong once again, 2 days in a row. Ramp, 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 ramp. Okay, so obviously bringing in the buyers, we should be able to head back up and test that bounce area high again. Looking for resistance on the 20 moving average, as it has been resistance thus far. Scooball, I pressed the like button on the first stream, but not this new one. Repaired. TV Charles, how do I get plugged into the Discord? If you're a member of the Brigade, you just head over to the website and log in. So you just, you can't see that. You just head over to my account, click on my account, log in. It'll take you to the Brigade members page. And then the first little square that you see on there, I'm not logged in, so I won't be able to see it probably. But the first little square that you see, yeah, when you go on that Brigade members only page, will say Discord. Just click on that. All right, so we're printing the C period inside the B period. So we are still inside the initial balance, which we basically just think of as rotational until it breaks one end or another. If it breaks the A period high, make sure that you wait for a pullback to buy support for continuation higher, because it could just look above that balance area and pull right back down. So if it goes to break the A period high, wait for it to come back down and then bring in support around 17 before you buy it. But to the low, as I said, if they start to break these B period lows again, I'm almost certain they're heading down to test the 44.76 level. So the trade from there to there is pretty solid. And then look for support there. If they don't get it, the balance area low at 56. If you're feeling uncertain, don't trade the chop. Just let the market grind for however many hours it needs to, and then you get in your trade when you have a better signal. It's frustrating, but it's the smartest way to do it. Thank you all so very much. I appreciate you being here. We had a great week. Next week will be awesome. As we've been discussing, I'll be releasing the e-course for anybody out there who was interested in that. And I hope everyone has a great weekend. Thank you so very much. And we'll see you on the private stream.